All right, so I'm a 32-year-old master modern shaman, okay? I've been on this modern shamanistic journey for over 11 years, okay? And I want to try to break down a little bit more about modern shamanism because, like, in normal shamanism, the god, I guess you can call it, is called the Great Spirit, okay? So it's like the Great Spirit is like the source, the energy source of all, okay? Now, in modern shamanism, this is kind of how I've broken it down. So there's like the source, the oneness, all, that splits itself up into yin and yang, which is like light and dark. But dark doesn't mean evil. It's just like an energy source. It's like the positive and negative on a battery, or the North Pole and the South Pole on a magnet. But on a battery, it's like it's a better representation because it's an energy source. So like these energy sources then power everything. So like right now we're in the third dimension, but in shamanism, we believe there are multiple dimensions and that what other religions consider heaven is just a higher dimensional plane of existence. An existence without the physical body, where the soul leaves the body and goes somewhere else to another dimension, right? So, in shamanism, shamans use plants, psychedelic plants like ayahuasca, mushrooms, DMT, 5-MeO DMT, mescaline-containing cactuses, and many other plants to travel the spirit world. Terence McKenna described that world as the tryptamine world because it's usually tryptamine alkaloids that help you access this world. Now, basically in shamanism, it's this, that the belief is that we are souls that come to Earth. The souls exist in the light dimension. The light dimension is the tryptamine world or these other dimensional planes of existences. Souls come to the physical dimension to experience physical reality. So in the body, it's like a machine that allows us to experience things, feeling, tasting. We could taste food, we can fall in love, we can try different plants and alkaloids and build and like, but then it's deeper than that because the earth itself is a living entity. Because see, there's just so much information, which is why it's been so hard to make this video, right? Because there's too much information. Because it's like, from the light dimension, the yin and yang thing, it's like, well, then there's the physical dimension. But then the planet, Mother Earth itself, is a living entity that then created plants and animals, which then is our physical body. But then our souls come from a higher dimensional place that comes into the physical body, right? And that one day will leave the physical body. But our soul gains information and wisdom and knowledge and experience and power and energy from the experiences it goes through, whether it goes through an experience of living as a human, or like it's just all this shit like trains your soul in a sense. You start to build your soul just like you build your body, you know, and after many lifetimes, you'll have a big, powerful soul, right? But souls can get lost on the journey. You can fall into the darkness because the darkness, like I said, it's yin and yang, light and dark. But I'm a shaman, a modern shaman that has learned how to hold light and dark. But I know that I am light, so I hold darkness, but I have to let it go. Because if I don't, I will become the darkness. So like, in the world today, they say that it's ran by the devil, it's ran by the whatever. That's because most of the humans that touch the darkness, their soul is too weak, so they get consumed by the darkness. And then they become the darkness. Just like, if you're, like, and this is just my idea, so don't take this part as truth or whatever the fuck. I really don't take any of this as truth. This is just ideas here. As a man who's lived a modern shamanistic life for 11 years and has extremely great real results. So, like, yeah. And I guess what I was going to say is, you can get consumed by the darkness, and just like you can get consumed by the light. Like, a man who is consumed by the light becomes the light. A man who is consumed by the darkness becomes the darkness. But a man that can hold them remains himself, remains the soul. I guess there's just so much to it, right? Because then it's like, I've already explained my journey and how like I started out with DMT, and then going from there to plants and herbs. I then explored with 30 to 40 different plants and herbs, found the plants that I wanted to be friends with, that I befriended, and then I got to know them, and then I went on plant dietas with them, and then I did all like so much stuff. But the whole gist of it is that in shamanism, we believe that DMT, mushrooms, ayahuasca, they take you to the spirit world. And that in that spirit world, you're shown what is. That you are a spirit, a soul, and a body. And that this human experience is just like one giant trip. One giant experience for the soul to go on. But like, I mastered DMT by like 2016, because I started using it like the end of 2014, and by 2016 I mastered DMT, traveled DMT space, became friends with many different light beings and Mother Ayahuasca, and learned directly from Mother Ayahuasca, and learned all these things, and like learned how to let go at will, learned all this shit, right? And then came back to Earth, and then people just said, hey, you're crazy, you lost your mind, right? Like, because they didn't get it. I'm not using psychedelics. I'm a shaman that has been traveling dimensions, that has been learning how to master my mind, and master the universe, and master DMT, and master letting go, and master... I'm trying to become a master. Like, a master of my soul. A master of traveling dimensions, a master of what I do. Like, that's why in the beginning I said I was on the journey to become a modern shaman. That's what I was saying from 2015 on. And then last year I said I am finally a modern shaman. And then this year I said I am finally a master modern shaman. I've mastered self-healing. I know how to reverse my own aging. Right, the only thing I can't do is like my teeth are still fucked up. So like I hide my teeth well because like I don't need distractions. But once I get my teeth fixed, you know, that's whatever. But like it's something I realized, that humans get too caught up on what they can't fix and they ignore everything else. So like in shamanism, you focus on what's in front of you. Like, what's in front of you? Your mind, your emotions. People, oh, you have mental health issues. Well, fucking put some work in and heal them. I put the work in and I healed my mind. I healed my mental health issues. I fixed so much shit. Learned how to travel dimensions. Learned how to meditate. Learned how to silence my mind. Learned breath work. Learned blah, 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 blah. I put in work. Work. That's what shamanism requires. It requires work. It's not a spiritual religion. In religion, all you need is your belief. I believe. In shamanism, we don't need your fucking belief. We need you to put that fucking work in and become a better man. We need you to put that work in and become a better woman. We need you to put that work in to become a more powerful, more loving, more impactful soul. Like, that's what shamanism will build. People who know how to heal themselves. People who know how to heal others. People that know themselves, right? People that know their place in the universe. People that know how to travel the universe. Like, but it takes work. It took me 11 years of nonstop work every day. People thought I was just crazy because they didn't understand that it's a 24/7 thing that I never shut off. But it's helped me build this connection with Mother Earth, with Pachamama, with Mother Ayahuasca, with my ancestors, I've been able to gain the power of my ancestors inside of many mushroom trips and many trips, right? Like, this shit has been way more than just videos and words. This has been real life to me. A real life journey to become a modern shaman. So, yeah, the problem is with shamanism is it's like, it's hard for others to get involved because you can't, like, not everyone can be a shaman, but everyone can start practicing shamanism. But not everyone can be a shaman, just like not everyone is a priest. Just because you practice, just because you're a Christian, that doesn't mean you're a priest. But I'm gonna get going because I did not expect for it to rain. So, yeah.